Hello and welcome to this digital factory presentation in which we're going to take a look at setting up and using multiple queues in the Visual Production Manager. VPM is the production end of this great new printing package called Digital Factory. Multiple queues can be set up to control a variety of different workflows. You may run more than one device, in which case you could create a separate queue to manage each printer, or maybe you have one printer but you want to control output options such as tiling and nesting. Whatever the reason, setting up additional queues is a simple and quick task. Now I have on screen the main VPM interface. By going to the Manage Queues option, I can select this symbol to add an additional production queue to my system. Now for this example, my new queue will control a different media type. I now need only follow a few simple steps to set this up. So first up, I'm going to be setting up a queue for a device that's already installed, my Roland Versacam. So here I'm simply going to click Next. After this, I can enter my IP address and any other required port settings. I also need to choose an initial print mode. Now I want this queue to handle all my banner jobs, so I'm going to select an appropriate print mode using the very simple to use print mode manager, which enables me to narrow down my choices very quickly. Okay, this one will do fine. I can actually make changes at a later time in the queue if needed. Now to identify this queue, I can give it a unique name. So I'm going to call this one banner after the media type for which it will handle. Now after this, I simply need to set any margins and roll size preferences that I have, my nesting preferences, and finally job scheduling preferences. I have left them all on their default settings as they can be altered at any point in the future from within VPM. So now I am back in the main area and you can see my newly created queue at the top here. But what does this mean to everyday operation? Well, let's jump to my design software, in this case CorelDRAW, and take a look. Now the job on screen is to be produced on banner material. So when I now go to output this job using Digital Factory, I have a direct choice as to which queue to send the image to. And then if we now take a look back in VPM, you'll see the job has arrived in the queue that I created for my banner jobs. Now I've created queues for each of the media types my business would commonly handle, and this means I can easily stack jobs up and then produce them in one hit. This is going to save me time swapping media types back and forth, and it also means that wherever possible I can nest jobs of the same type together and save media. This is just one simple way that adding another queue will save you time and money. Whether you run one device or 5, Digital Factory has a configuration to suit. And what's more, it's all simple to set up. Check out our other presentations on this great new package, or ask your CADlink dealer how Digital Factory can benefit your business.